Here we go. Sorry about the hassle. Here we go, here we go. We are back. I think we have audio back as well. Let me know if the audio isn't working. Please let me know. Yes. Oh my God. Perfect. Sorry about that. Amazing. Amazing. Welcome again. I apologize for my cat. I mentioned earlier that my cat is usually outdoors around this time. She hurt her leg. She has to be indoors and she's pissed about it. Let's share my screen, shall we? That's part of the deal. I am so happy you get me. Okay, I was just talking about the outfit of this meerkat. So I was wondering what kind of style is this meerkat? It's going to have clothes, just so you know. So yeah, give me a style like hip hop, street, posh. QDB5. Is this some kind of code? Is this youth speak? What does it mean? A typo. Okay, thank you. I felt older than my years for a while. I was like, it's probably something like skibbity, something recent that I don't understand. I feel you. It's toddlers and cats are very similar. I've had 2 toddlers. I have now 2 bigger children and 1 cat. Okay, so Wayne is going to let me know what kind of style he wants, or I'm going to freestyle it. He may be sipping his coffee. Just whatever you think fits with you for now. Excellent. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make you kind of matching to the Moon Knight here. Like you're kind of friends here. They're a little bit dark around the eyes. So cute. I think you're looking kind of badass already. But you're gonna be like posh. I feel like you're in this dystopian desertscape together. You're hanging out with your buddy who's on duty, guarding the place. But it's like a meerkat, so obviously you're gonna have like the swagger of a meerkat. Because you gotta admit, like they have some kind of swagger going on. Wait. Hands in the pockets. How are we gonna do the mouth? It looks like really tiny. You have a bit of a dreamy look right now. And the legs. Oh my God, they're so cute. Okay, I think I got it. They have like, yeah, you can't see the claws now because the hands are in the pockets, but let's make sure that the stance is very meerkatish. And then they have this slight pattern and the tail. So we're just gonna remove that one. Thank you for your service, dear reference picture. Sometimes I use a reference picture. Sometimes I don't care if it's right or wrong and I just wing it. But, you know, it's the meerkat. You kind of want to know that it's a meerkat because they're obviously super cool. And in this dystopian world, we have like little patches. You're not poor, you're just, you know, I imagine that there's a hint of dystopia in everything I do. You have probably noticed by now, but it's a little bit the thinking, make do with what you got and, you know, make beautiful stuff out of it and keep stuff if it's old. I'm actually kind of proud. My kid went to school today with a pair of jeans that I had patched. And she didn't think it was cringe or anything. She just rolled with it. Hopefully no one says anything about it. I think we live in modern times where these things are okay now, but there was a time where people could get bullied for it. So yeah, let's see. But favorite jeans are favorite jeans, you know. Now we extended the lifetime. I think this one is pretty cool. He could have a hobby, you know, something by his side. And more of an angular face. Yeah, he's a bit cutesy chubby now. Let's make it more angular. Wait, I'm just going to check the reference as well, just to make sure we still have a meerkat going on. They have almost like a smile sometimes as well. And a dashing neck. Do you want to smile? Let's see what you think of this. Definitely more angular now. Also looking like he's seen the world. He's seen too much. Let me know what you think. The cat has never been this bored in her life. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, he's got more character all of a sudden. I was also thinking, like, should he have some gems, jewelry, something like fitting for this dashing, or like a pattern, something you like. A cup of coffee. I don't know. I feel like he put something that you're interested in next to him. Could be a soccer ball, could be, I don't know, chewing gums, whatever. Or maybe a word written in the sand. Asher, if you're still here, do you want to be drawn as well? I can jump back and forth. Let me know. I know you have the kids around, so could his left ear be more symmetrical to his right ear? Of course. It could. Really? No. I'm going to be jumped by this cat any second. I'm like keeping an eye on her. She's like, how can I cause you more trouble today? Let's make this one a little bit pointier too. Let's check The ears are kind of pulled back, actually. When you look at meerkats, they have more rounded. Sorry, I think I made them a little bit too pointy, so I'm going to fix that. He's left. Oh, am I? You know what? I'm going to redo both of them, because meerkats, when you look at them, they don't have like cat ears like I just did. They have more, it's like a furry, more close to monkey or human ears. Wait. let me have a look. I mean, they're rounded. They're so cute. Rounded and not super visible. So you're gonna have like a more lean face. And you know, this is the sketch, so everything will be a little bit more smoother once I'm done. If we look at this picture, oops. I mean, it goes down to the chin from the eyes. Okay, that's why I made them too high as well. Do not worry. Soon we have the perfect meerkat ears. I'm laughing at myself, not laughing at you, I swear. This is trying to get the perfect meerkat look. He's a little bit sloth-like. They feel almost too low, but apparently that's kind of where they go. Also, because he's kind of small, like he has fuzz on the ears, but I'm not sure it's going to be super visible, because when you look at the artwork in itself, it's going to be, people usually look at this in this format. But I think he has a meerkat vibe. The higher ears, yeah, he was better looking with them. Let's do it. That's the good part about drawing, like we can choose. I'll just make them higher and a bit rounder, and I think we have like our meerkat. I'm gonna make them just slightly pointy as well, because when I made them, now they're back a bit as well. Oops. Maybe something like this. Let's see what you think. Yeah, ferret ears. Cat. Nay, she's on the mic again. Here she is. Okay. Here we go. You get some ASMR cat purr. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to snoop a little bit on your X account. I'm not a creeper. I'm just thinking, let's see if I can get a sense of your personality from your X account. You're very friendly and sharing and caring and sharing a lot of other stuff. Oh, here's a mirror. You really love meerkats. I saw a meerkat on here. Meerkat Monday. That is excellent. It is Meerkat Monday today, truly. Let's see here. You also mentioned lava. You know, I love lava. I do a lot of volcanoes and stuff. But you seem like a cool guy who's really into this vibe of... Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people, including my husband, who is just... He's a wonderful person in person, but if you look at his X account, he looks like a spammer or a bot. Yeah, your PFP is brilliant, really good. So we have a good vibe here. You have like a little pirate barista theme going on in your PFP. So that's pretty cool. We can, but there is like a certain pirate vibe about this one as well. I'm gonna put the coffee next to you as well. This is your morning mug of coffee. Whoops. And then we're gonna do like a volcano on the coffee mug. This will make sense in color, I promise. So that's a cool design. Well, I'm happy to add more stuff, like any words or anything if you want. And let me know if you think of something. And Ashley, if you want to jump in, or if anyone else wants to jump in, feel free. Do you have a favorite color, by the way? Because I totally want to incorporate that. So just type a color if you have a favorite color, or two. Doesn't. You can just let me know. Thank you so much. Okay, and while we're kind of doing this natural little pause, I'm gonna start, just for the sake of the next step. When I take this to Illustrator, I want to kind of know what the color tones are, the vibe in general. I think the water will be like this purplish blue kind of vibe. This is going to be a sloppy coloring. It's just for me to know for the next step. This is how I usually work. I just kind of clunk stuff out, and then as I polish, I know what goes where. It really helps to know that. And then in the end, sometimes I change the colors, but at least I'll, have a head start the next few steps. The idea is to finish this one and also wrapping up Moon Royale chapter. What comes next? I've been talking to Dripcraft about burning the secrets. So in my last chapter, Good Friday, I released legendary and rare pieces that are part of a burn game. And I've been waiting for technology. So they've been working on making sure that everything works and stuff like that. So they're getting there. And I'm on the side drawing the little treats that you can change your burned items for. So that's what's coming. And I'll also be freestyling a little bit more. So I might set a name for the topic to, you know, kind of find a vibe for it. And then we're going to just freestyle. I'm doing a random city. Those who are in my Telegram chat knows that I'm doing a shared with the people in my Telegram chat and be part of the bigger city. So I'm going to make... I've mentioned this before, and I'm scared of taking on too much. So I want to do like a mega city, but I'm also scared that I'm trying it too soon, that I need to do something, you know, just to kind of catch my breath after this very intense summer. So we'll see. There's a lot of options anyway with what comes next after this one. And I guess, you know, October is like spooky month. So I have started on a place called City of Girls Underworld, but I think, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I'll bring out that theme. There's a lot of works in the making, but you never really know until, you know, you're there, so to speak. So we have one color block. Let's see my chat if I'm missing something. Blue or red? Amazing. Love the combination. So you're going to have both blue and red for sure. Just going to scribble down the colors for you. So I know what we're doing. There we go. Meerkat color. I think. Yeah, they're like a sandy. They can be quite light as well. So yeah, let's see. I think I like because I'm doing a certain color tone, I have this color palette that I follow. So it's not going to be like on super, at least it's something. Maybe I'll make him just a little bit brighter because I want that color for the coat. It was a perfect coat color. I think next time I live stream, I'm going to jump into Illustrator and start, because I can still add people from Illustrator. I think kind of getting the bones of the sketch done. I'm getting there. Now I want to add the bones of the color palettes. You know, I'm very particular about my colors. But they set a tone. I think that's why they're important for me. They will set a certain tone. Something like that. And this guy has the same type of coat. It is a little bit neater, but he is a royal guard. I think I mentioned before that I'm not really into royalty. I know we have royalty in Sweden and stuff, but I don't like the status, you know, making a difference between high and low and stuff. I'm not really into that. I think it's, yeah, I mean, if we look at human values, that's not really incorporated in my worlds. But this one is the opposite. We have royalties, we have high and low, but that's all fairy tale. So that's how I see it. Oh, poor kitty cat. She's so bored. And his scent is gonna be like even lighter shade. So just getting this one a little blocked in here. So we get an idea. I think we're gonna do some splashes of orange to this. And then I'm going to add lots of stars, like it's floating almost in space. When I did the piece with Simply Edo for the old showcase that Drip had in their early days, we did like a theme with spacecrafts and a magical portal and stuff. So I feel like this one is a cousin to those worlds. Maybe they were looking for a place like this somewhere in the sky where they could settle down. But we did like the people who kind of disappeared. It was a really fun collaboration. Collabing with other artists can be a lot of work, but we were on the same page with everything. And so despite me having a freelance gig at the same time, we did pretty well on that one. I'm still looking at those pieces. They're good. Not bad, if I may say so. Okay, so it's a nice color palette vibe going on. And then we're going to do like the bricks. I'm going to also check in on the chat. 5 people. Yeah, his skin is kind of similar. We could make it pop. Yeah, especially when you zoom out. That's very obvious. You're right. You're so right. I think we could make it more yellowish even. She speaks a lot. She's part Maine Coon, part Siberian, part human sometimes. She likes to mimic my tone of voice, so when she gets home after a day, it sounds like she says, hello. So she's really funny. Let's see. This is better. Now when we zoom out, better. Also with the background and stuff, I'm gonna make sure the characters pop. So don't fret. I also know that the prince has this green goldish kind of color going on, so just gonna put that in there. People who don't follow my work will be like, a prince, that's a dragon. Yes, is a prince. This is worlds that are a little bit unexpected. Hopefully unexpected. But they can get even better when we add more people and their thoughts. That's when I feel like it's starting to become a home. You need people to create a home. So that's the dragon, and his place will have a brick kind of vibe going on. Let's see, I'm not sure. Maybe this one is too cold. No, it's okay. Yeah, it works. I put his landing on the roof. I was thinking you need like alternative doors when you're a dragon. And I noticed that there are, let's see if it's still 5 people watching. 4 people watching. So if anyone else wants to be drawn, you can join the chat and let me know what you want to look like and a little bit what you're about, and I'll make an interpretation of you. I need citizens. That's the only thing lacking now. At first I thought I would do floating island with only these people, but then I realized it's got to be so lonely. You don't just want to have your family hanging out on a floating island in space. That will be, I don't know, I would get bored. No matter how much I love my family, you need your village. I am being too mindful. This is a sketch. I could be even sloppier actually, because it's just, I'll try to move fast and get colors in. It would be cool to have one of those tablets where you work directly on the screen. It's kind of tilted. Would be nice. I was looking at them, but they're quite pricey, and this one is top notch. Works really well, so I don't really see myself getting one soon. But next time, when it's time, I'm told it's on my wish list. Also an iPad. I let my kids borrow my iPad, the fancy one with a pen that I use to draw. It's also very nice to live stream from, and you can, add your works. It would be excellent to do these kind of sketches on, and I could just sit anywhere. But yeah, unfortunately, it was at some point dropped to the ground, and yeah, got a little bit beaten up. But apparently no child did it. That's the funny thing. I have 2, and none of them knew what had happened. So yeah, these things happen, I guess. The princess, she's like an 80s babe in fluttering lingerie. That's her vibe. But she's also a little bit like Xena, the warrior princess. So she's a mix of Gabriel's. I didn't like it at first, but it was always on the telly every time I came back. So I started watching it, and then I was hooked. But they did all these reruns, so usually they played like the same episode like 5 times. So it was really, it wasn't like Netflix, you guys, where you binge watch. You were just thrown something and you either liked it or you didn't, but you still watched it if you were in the mood of watching TV. Oh, the good old days. No, that wasn't as good. I've seen more good stuff lately because of the diversity that comes from, having all these options. But sometimes it's nice not having an option. I'm not going to lie. There are some days I just find myself browsing and then I'm too tired to actually watch anything. I think I think I'm not alone on this one. But yeah. This is a good color palette, if I may say so. The hardest part will be finding a good tone for the sky. I'm not sure if I'm going to make something predictable like a dark blue, or if I'm going to do something unpredictable like tilting it towards pink or green or something, but it will complement the overall look, I suppose. Asher, my favorite animal is a ferret, but I feel like they are visually very similar to a meerkat. Let me Google ferret. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, ferrets, I mean, it's a different size for one. And they're also, well, and I mean, the meerkat hind legs. This one could be like, meh. We can make a super long. There's, I agree. They're really, really cute. Let's make a ferret. Just gonna go pick my, this black looking color is actually dark green. I never ever use black, very rarely. Should never say ever, but do you want to be around the princess tower as a ferret? Or it doesn't have to be you, we can just add a ferret. I feel like the princess is probably hanging out with ferrets. She sounds like someone that would have a pet ferret. They are like furry snakes with legs in a way. Yes, furry snakes. Cutesy furry snakes. Okay. I'm gonna do the sketch on top of this and then we're gonna make sure it's visible. Let's check the ears of the ferrets. Oh, they're so cute. They're just like little, they're so rounded. It has a really cute face. They are like a snake with a kitten face. I need to see its paws. Oh, so tiny. Stop it. They're so cute. Okay, I'm gonna make sure you can see what I'm doing here. I'm making sure that I see what I'm doing. I'm so happy to add animals because if you think about it, there's no place on Earth where there aren't any pets. Pets happen even with people who claim they don't have pets. I know a person who befriended a fly that accidentally got indoors. And that fly lived to, I think it got to be like 30 days or something. And it kept popping by to say hi. And yeah. So that was cool. Yeah, you had a pet ferret as a teen. Yeah. They seem super friendly as well. That's really. I mean, I wouldn't have a snake as a pet because I'm pretty sure it would bite me at some point, and that seems very painful. And I also think they're quite hard, possibly, to care for in a way that, suits them. Let's see what kind of. Oh, God. Everything is just so cute about them. We could make it like, they have like a darker color, but we can make some fantasy colors on it and make it like a dark blue to kind of represent the black without having to use black. I'll see if it works. Could be like a little fantasy ferret. Let's see where the coloring goes. It has like a little mask usually, and then the front paws are dark as well. Let's see if you like this. We can change it if you don't. So the color variations are many on this one, but it can look a little dark streak. There are even white ferrets. Oh my God, they're so cute. When you start images on ferrets, oh my God. But yeah, they seem to vary a lot in how they look, but maybe we can do this. I saw someone with brighter hind legs, so we could use that. It's so cute, yeah. No thanks to me, it's just cute in itself. I just hope I don't mess it up. I wonder what kind of light color we could use. Maybe a lighter blue. Make it like a bluish. I think we're going to keep it in the same color family. Not light enough, probably. There we go. This one. I'm so happy you could join me this morning. It's been hard finding, good times to do this, both because of real life happening and also with the time zones. So hopefully I can, accommodate a couple of more by doing an early one, evening one. This is perfect. Amazing. Okay, and then we're going to borrow some color and a little bit more green. And that will set the color palette for the growing stuff. And these will probably be more delicate looking. They're a bit clunky, I have to admit. Oops, let's do this. Slightly clunky because I was in a hurry drawing them. But yeah, once again, this is a sketch. I should only do a couple and then move on. That leaves enough information for, next few steps. I think tonight I'm moving this to Illustrator. And why I choose to do that is because it's a way of future-proofing the artworks. So if someone wants to have this blown up in a big size, I can do that. I don't have to redraw it. It's going to be ready for whatever life throws at me. because I do think that if we make busy cities, they're best seen big. The dream is to cover up entire walls with these artworks, and people can just look around for hours and still find stuff. That would be like a nice treat. All right. What else? PM. Any shade of purple is my favorite, even leaning heavily into blue purples. That's good. So the ferret had like a good mix of colors for you. I think you will like this color palette. I hope so. Anyway, it's gonna have like a lilac, purplish, bluish. I think that will be like the oomph color, and then we're gonna break it off with some warm orange, golden something. You know, that kind of works. You need something to uplift the other color, if that makes sense. Okay, we have the green. We should add same green to this tree. That's the leafy. And then we're gonna need like a color for the grass. And I'm thinking it's gonna be more yellowish, and then it's gonna fade into the sand looking environment around the night. So it's like they live on this meteor rock that also started to grow things on it, but it's also going to have like a little sandy, rocky vibe, I guess. The Queen's house it's also a little bit brickish, but it's going to have more of a, like a, I don't know what kind of wall is called, but lime, more like something lime walls. I'm not sure. I have watched these house makeover shows, but I always forget what it's called, especially in English. But I think that will be, this is the look I was after. It's also a little bit beachy, else going on. She lives by the waterfall here, so it's a good mix. Here we go. Let's see. Nice having you here, Asher, and enjoy the Zoom meeting. Good luck. Nice having you here. Thank you for including a little ferret into our worlds. And you're welcome back. I'll be doing this every morning, adding stuff. And if there's not enough people that find me, I still need to finish this in September. So I'll be adding characters from my own brain. But it's just an opportunity. Like if people see this and they want to be drawn, carpe diem, come join me. And if they just want to watch me, that's also fine. No stress. Just need to be on schedule. So, I mean, the color thing I needed to do anyway, so it's nice to get some colors done here. But next round I'll be just throwing in characters. And we'll see who will join. Sloppy is fine. Okay, we have a couple of buildings missing. So we're gonna do a hint of glass over here, and then we're gonna have a house that is slightly more orangey, I think. Let's see if this one is too dark. No, I think it's fine. I like my worlds to make sense even though they're made up. So having houses reminding of each other, like they use the same sort of material, something rock and sand based, makes sense to me. But then I will probably at some point make cities that make no sense, and that is fine as well. But it's more fun to create with a bit of, you know, in-house logic, or I don't know what to call it. And today I was worried that my cat was going to do something while I live draw, and I was correct. She started ripping at the microphone cord without me noticing, and then all of a sudden the audio was off and I couldn't re-add it while live streaming, which was not good. So yeah, thank you for your patience today. In a few days, I'll be able to, you know, let her outdoors while I live stream. And in the evenings, she's always sleeping, so that's fine. This is like her active time, so she's super bored. But I still have to work, so I'm gonna be like the boring cat owner. Oh, Asher, you've been with me for so long. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. That something I used to do. I have a cat climbing on me now. Sorry. Something that I used to do. Oh, Wayne, you're back. I'm still color blocking here. Asher just told me that she was watching me on YouTube way back when I was doing the Inky Ladies. I was working a lot using ink. And then I just kind of disappeared. And that was because I had, you know, I got married, I had children, and I couldn't make it. Like I didn't find a solution to kind of keep doing it. And I was feeling a little bit lost at the time. Took a break, and now I'm back doing something completely different. And that's why I'm so happy that, you know, whatever I do still resonates a little bit, that people who used to follow my work isn't too disappointed, because that was a real fear of mine, because I used to do these more fashionable ink styles, and it's not given up doing ink. I still love ink, but with the pace I'm kind of working at right now, ink isn't the right medium for me. So I decided to do the doodly style. I have the window open and the microphone is picking up the sound of my neighbor's white, fluffy. It's not a poodle, but it's tiny and white and curly. And it's very, what do you call it? Territorial. If it sees you walking past the house, it's gonna bark at you. And it's quite young still, but they're having a bit of a struggle because she's reacting to everything. But yeah, that's what you just heard probably. Yeah, I mean, but life happens, right? You say lost touch for a while, but so glad to see you again. Same. And I think that's the beauty of life, that sometimes we just disappear a little bit and then we can actually pop back up. And I'm so happy that I decided to give it a go and also come back to YouTube, because I felt like I had kind of, what is she clawing at? Luckily, I packed away everything that is kind of precious and tender. But yeah, it's just nice that we can actually resurrect. And I'm happy you accept me in this shape and form that I am. As you noticed, I work with the chaos that is still present. I felt that I had to make a choice. Either I quit as an artist, or I adapt how I work and what kind of work I'm doing. I just wanted to survive as an artist, and that's why I did a huge pivot about 3 years ago. And I started doing a doodly style art project that kind of keeps giving. It just never ends because it's all about creating worlds. And I called it City of Girls because when you shorten it, it's C.O.G, as in the cog wheel. And I feel like this is my tribute to the working class people and also the women in my family and stuff, that they do so much. So that's how it started. And then as I was working, I noticed that there were more men following me all of a sudden, and I wanted them to feel included as well. So like City of Girls and guys, or it's a mixed bag, but I still like the name, so I didn't change it, and I feel like people can accept it. I've been underestimating people, and that is the most beautiful thing I've noticed since I started working with this. I keep underestimating people. I didn't think anyone would understand what I'm doing. I thought that the style might be a little bit too free, too bananas, but it's been going well, and I'm very grateful for it, because this is also something that is very dear to me. Even the fun and games, like now that I'm doing an art chapter that is all fun and games, like I said earlier, this is not a heavy topic at the bottom of it. With all my other art chapters, there was like a hint of something. With Saturnia Greenfire, I was very much into like world peace. There are a lot of peace messages in that one, and words of comfort in a turbulent time. And Good Friday with social media vibes. But this one I was like, okay, I need to cleanse and just create something. And then there will be topics added, but I think they will come from you. I think I will kind of step back a little bit and see what happens. Or something will start to be open for whatever happens. This one. Like being able to play with the magical theme and be a bit lighthearted, I suppose, is the words I've been looking for. This is more lighthearted. Let's see here. It's a great name. Royale or Royale to, there is, they are doing summonings and stuff, and I loved Final Fantasy games. And when they did their summonings and there were like huge beasts coming, that was my favorite part. So I guess there's a bit spirit into this as well. I love both styles. The Inky ladies were so stylish and beautiful, and this is so playful and whimsical. Oh, you mean City of Girls, C.O.G. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. C.O.G. really, the minute I thought of it, I was like, boom, it doesn't happen very often when something feels just right. So that's why I'm sticking to it. And it's easy to remember, I think. And yeah, and I'm so happy, Asher, you like both styles. Yeah, they were stylish and beautiful. And when I crawled out of my artist cave and tried to come back, I didn't feel neither stylish nor beautiful. I felt like a wreck, honestly. And I felt like I need to work with this feeling that I'm, older. I'm, flawed. I am scared. I am grateful for things that I didn't know I would be grateful for. Like I felt my age. I felt like I was older than my age when I was trying to crawl back. Yeah, take care, Asher. Wonderful having you here. Thank you so much. So yeah, it's been turbulent times, but it's better now. I feel like I am finding my footing or searching for it, but I'm also fine with not having it in a particular way. I guess that's why I feel quite happy, because I don't have any expectations of anything. But what happened was I started to be able to make a living on this. And Lily, that's my cat's name. Nate. We might have a mishap again, you guys. I've been at it for an hour and a half, so I might be able to wrap this up in a minute. I just want to, do some color blocks here, and then I'm gonna take off for now, because I do have I need to upload my drop to drip. It's coming out this Wednesday. We also unlocked a super legendary, which is made me so happy. That's great. Do you want to say something to the audience? You're just here to smell, and yeah. Okay, I think that's my cue. I think we're gonna be happy we managed to get some stuff done. Wayne, thank you so much for, staying with me through all the mishaps. Asher, thanks to you too. And the people who came by to watch for a minute, lovely. Come back sometime and take care. I'm gonna shoo my cat away before she gnaws on something. Have a lovely day. See you around.